Hello, my name is Annie, and I'm reading your tarot today. I unfortunately started reading, and I didn't even realize it wasn't recording. But we are exploring what you need to explore today. And I already began with the Nine of Wands, but this is the Jungian Tarot. And so there's specific kind of archetypes and themes that go along with all of the cards. And so I'd like to read from this guidebook today. And then I will, if we need, be pulling some additional cards for clarity from a different deck. But for now, the Nine of Wands, it stands for the Moon in Aries, anger and volatility, raw emotion, irrational impulse, and changeability. Childish temper may quickly dissipate. Threatening plots and secrets, scandal suddenly explodes, fiery and perhaps dangerous instability. As I was saying, as a Cancer, I understand moodiness a lot. Currently, at the time that I'm working on this, I believe the moon was in Cancer. So especially, even though this is the moon in Aries, there's some of that moodiness, right? Like changing tempers quite quickly, temper dissipating, or sudden explosions. I think this is something that we perhaps need to manage a little bit. Fire, right, can be very aggressive, can be tough. A lot of things can happen quickly. Things can quickly get out of hand, with fire, right? If the fire is uncontrollable, boom, turns into a massive thing that we cannot stop. And so we want to make sure that we keep this, in check. So that we're not unstable, right, and explode. Although sometimes maybe the explosion is necessary. Let's see what else you got. This is the Eight of Cups. So we've got this fire and water kind of energy. And then we'll go through the rest. The Eight of Cups. Mercury in Cancer. Change. Romantic flitting from one idea to another. Feeling more important than thinking. Amusing pastimes, intellectual grasp of many subjects, little mastery of any area. Short-lived relationships, superficial pursuits, profit through societies and associations. Possible support from the mother. Feeling more important than thinking. I mean, right, if this is things unchecked, right, and this is like a watery energy, we just feel, right, we don't really think. That's kind of similar here in that, we can just let our temper get away from us, and right, these explosions can happen when we just feel rather than think rationally. Right, like, is this truly how I feel? Is this the right time to express these emotions, these feelings? All of these things are factors that sometimes when we are lost in our feelings and, our passions, we forget. And it can be a good and a bad thing. I think here, these cards do typically kind of call you out. And I'm not gonna lie, these probably call me out as well. But, I think intellectual grasp of many subjects, little mastery of any area, right? I mean, it's like good. You're kind of a jack of all trades and yet not specifically focused on one thing. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Just stating something. If you want to change and, become a master in something, right? You know the way towards that. And if not, you just are interested in a breadth of things, that's totally fair and fine as well too. Short-lived relationships, superficial pursuits, profit through societies and associations. I will say here though, the short-lived relationships, perhaps if you want to go in deeper, you do have to experience a little bit more than the superficial, right? You have to go in deep, and that's what water is, right? Like, we like to feel, we like to introspect, we like to feel deeply and connect deeply, not on a superficial level. And you have to kind of dive below the surface there. Here we go back to the Eight of Wands. This is Mercury in Aries, intellectual activity. Rapid flow of ideas expressed in literary activities of all kinds. Books, articles, etc. Work or originality, even genius, produced quickly. But unstructured ideas must be organized and grounded, or speech will be rash, consequences ill-considered. So more of this kind of energy, right? I think here, right, if we are learning so many different things and skills, but yet are not good at any of them yet, that kind of builds upon this idea, right? There's a lot of activities and a rapid flow of ideas, and, this could be drawing inspiration from anywhere. And things are happening quickly, right? This is fast. I think what this is saying, though, is, maybe have a little bit more structure, right? Because unstructured ideas, they can be disorganized, and, it can be messy to get everything that you want out. And a little bit of organization and structure will help you, really maximize this creativity and get everything on the table, so that you can produce quickly as these things come to your mind and your intuition, and you allow these things to just kind of pass through you. To finish, this is the Four of Swords, Jupiter in Libra, imagination. Energies among the most positive of deck, imagination as key to human progress. Creative vision carries civilization forward. Friendship, mysticism, journey into unconscious possibility, and bringing back of ideas and images that affect daily life. If negative, a secret treachery or inability to focus ideas. It's a lot of the same kind of thing, right? I think we've got a lot of imagination, a lot of creativity. We got a lot of interest in a ton of different things, and that is so amazing and beautiful. However, we need a little bit of structure and organization so that we can kind of, contain this and be able to really let the thoughts and things flow through you. Right? And let the imagination kind of happen, let all of these things happen and flow, right? And bring all of these things into life, right? A lot of these things are coming from our head, this air kind of energy. They can just kind of flow and they just come through you, right? And this is more of that grounding energy, right? As we get these spiritual passions and creativity, sparks, and as we feel all the feels and things and emotions, we want to let that kind of flow, and we want to be able to channel it properly and to really release and let your imagination go, right? Just feel free to get lost into that possibility and bring that, into consideration. I think you've got so much talent and creativity and wisdom and passion and things that just want to be let out. All the cards are saying is do it, let that happen. Maybe just have a little bit of organization to allow this to unfold in the proper ways and channels. That is what you need to explore. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you again soon. Bye!